Alright, we're live. Cool. Let's take a moment here. I'm going to take a moment here for people to come in. This is a good opportunity for me to get ready and get a little more used to doing a live stream. How do I share this link to others? I'll just wait a few minutes here for people to come in. Alright, we're getting some people in. Very cool. Alright, hey guys, my name is Antranik. Hopefully you know me. Gage is asking, how old were you when you decided to become a legend? I'm not a legend, my friend. Maybe give me a few more decades and then ask me. Let's see, what should I share with you in the meantime? Let me switch to my browser view. If you're not familiar with me, I obviously have a YouTube channel. I'm running, you guys could see this, right? You guys could hear me okay, by the way? I have to check the live chat. Yeah. So, I'm running a 30-day yoga challenge. So far, we got 15 videos. Well, no, 15 videos coming. And then we have 10.
Antranik, and this is my dog Meda.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's my dog. Anyway, obviously you know that I have a YouTube channel. How many people we got in here? 9 people. Cool. Welcome, welcome, Gage, Watermelon, Jin, and Pakalini. I hope some of you are doing my yoga challenge. It's challenging for me to do. If you're not familiar with my website, it's my blog. It's right here. Also, if you want to stay in the loop, you put your email address here and a little mailing address. No spam, just my latest content. There's not always emails going out, but if you like that, it's a good way to stay in touch. Another way is with my Instagram. This is more like personal highlights. Oh, if you're into crypto, I made an intro to Bitcoin. You guys should definitely see this video. The quality is not so good, but maybe I'll post this in the chat. Anyway, I'm ready to take any questions you got in regards to trading, crypto, investing, fitness, yoga, you know, any of your goals, health related, anything like that. Bring it on. And as I switch to Norway, yes, these are time lapses of Norway. Pakalini wants me to review a routine. Well, you can send the message, maybe post it on, I'll show you here. Let's switch back to my browser. I have a subreddit. If you go to reddit.com/r/Antranik, let me make this bigger so you can see it's just my r/Antranik. You could just post anything there if you're a Redditor, and then I will see it and then answer your question. You can also send me an email. You can find my email address. But yeah, by the way, do you see how this, I opened a new tab and it displayed, it says good evening Antranik, and then what is your main focus today? Do a live stream. You know, that's my major focus. And then I have a to-do list here, right? This is called the Momentum extension on, it's for either Chrome or Firefox. Just add it on and then you can have a to-do list built into your browser. So that's a nice little thing for productivity. If you know me, I'm into to-do lists. And yeah, Do I know of the Golem crypto? Yes. Yes, you mean GNT? Yeah, I could tell you the thoughts on it. Golem, let me show you. So first thing you would do is go to CoinMarketCap. Golem has a market cap of $800 million. All right, it's been around for a long time. This is the chart. Hopefully you guys could see this. Let me make myself smaller. Yes. So here's the problem with Golem though. If you go to their website, you just click there, and Golem, worldwide supercomputer. Cool idea, right? So basically the idea is that we can get all these computers all around the world on the internet to get together and use their CPU power to help solve problems. Maybe scientists need, like, we could create our own supercomputer, right? Sounds good, but the problem is this is technically still impossible, okay? The blockchain, no one's done this yet. So there's what's known as an innovation gap. So Golem's roadmap is really long. What they're trying to do is really ballsy, and I don't know if it even commands such a high market cap. The crypto market overall is inflated like crazy. So, and what happened in the past over the summer was it went up, up, up. It was hyped on Reddit like crazy. On our cryptocurrency, it was just all Sia coin and Golem, Sia coin and Golem. Everyone was like, that's the thing to buy, that's the thing to buy. It went up, 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 and then it did nothing but go down for like 6 months, you know? So now it's going up again. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's all just hype driven. If it becomes the hype coin of the month, then it's gonna go higher. But overall, in terms of, you know, if you like the idea, you think the team is good, you know, just put some, buy some, and then don't look at it for like 2 years. That's the easiest thing to do. All right, so enough about Golem. Let's look at other questions. Joseph's asking, how do you deal with resistance to the things you know you will have to do once you set your goals? I just think in terms of baby steps. So I'm a huge fan of to-do lists. You know, like I'll have a to-do list here. Let's say I will just literally also open up a new, here we go, like Notepad, like the simplest thing, right? I will just write down what I need to do. Like, super simple. This is a simple text document, right? So, because what happens is, whenever you have a big idea, something is inspiring you, you want, it seems a little daunting, right? It seems like impossible. But if you break it down into baby steps, you just the first few things you need to do, it becomes a lot easier, you know? So I don't know where the resistance is coming from, but you know, you should think about, okay, there's a fear of doing something and failing at it, right? So you know what you need to do. If you do it, you might fail, right? So you have the fear of not doing that thing because you might fail. Well, what about the alternative? I always think an alternative. What's the alternative? The alternative is you don't do that thing that you really wanted to do. It was part of your dream, right? And that fear of not doing it and seeing what could have happened should drive you more toward the thing you want to do. So don't sabotage yourself. You have ideas, you got things to do, people might not believe you. You have to just carry on. And if you got a lot of resistance, what can we do? You know, like, we just got to work through our fears. We've got to believe in ourselves. And yeah, I hope that answers a little bit. Let's see, next question. How could a kid lose weight without overworking their body? Okay, so here's there's a common phrase. It's called you can't out exercise a bad diet. Okay, and I think I have an article about that. I have something about that. But basically, people are going to be talking about calories, okay? Like, calories are more important that you get a hold of rather than trying to work out to lose weight. Because let's say you went and jogged for, or swam, or did something that burned a few hundred calories, but then you're like, hey, I did a little bit of exercise, I can eat more today, or I can have that cookie. Well, if you have that one cookie that was, or two cookies, let's say, and there were a few hundred calories, you just negated all the exercise you did, right? So the simplest way, that, not simplest, but the most logical suggestion is to eat less calories than you expend, right? This can be made easy using apps nowadays called like MyFitnessPal. It's not easy in the sense that, you know, it could be tedious, but if the more you do it, the more it becomes easier, and it's a lesson that stays with you. It's very important to know how much you're eating throughout the day, what is the caloric content, the density of the foods you're eating, you know? So it doesn't matter if it's a kid or adult, the concepts are the same in general. Alright, Jin is asking, how do you keep up with your exercise routine and goals despite all the distractions and hurdles for more than 3 months? I notice I'm always good for the 3-month mark, then I fall off the wagon. It's a good observation for yourself. That is a very good observation that you notice this cycle. It could be even related to seasons, you know? I noticed that come winter time, come the shorter days, colder, you know, it's not even cold where I live, but I even notice it, that it puts a damper on my mood. You know, if it's gloomy every day, I find that I don't want to get up as easily, the sun's not waking me up. So, you know, you have to find why is it that you can't keep going. I know we like variety, humans love variety, so maybe after a while you are doing something for a few months and you just want to do something else. Is that the problem, or is it literally just a distraction? The distraction, I mean, you have to always go back to your goals, and your goals might change. There's nothing wrong with your goals changing, you know. We are fluid, ever-changing beings. If you're falling off the wagon, remind yourself what it is. What is it that you're falling off the wagon of? Is this like a fitness routine that you just need to, you know, redo the goals, look at your goals over again and maybe put more specific goals, because they do change? Is it more like a diet problem, like you're trying to lose weight and you were doing great for 3 months, not eating much, and then, you know, were you starving yourself and like the body can't take it anymore? After a few months, psychologically, like, you gotta eat, you know? That's why people go through cycles like that. So next question, Namit's asking, they're about 174 centimeters tall. That is around 5'8". That's about 5'8". All right. And where's my chat? 65 kilograms, which is, sorry, I gotta do everything in pounds, and 143 pounds. Okay. Well, are you male or female? I'm sorry. Your name is Namit. I'm not sure if that's a boy's name, right? I just Googled it. Okay, that's a boy's name. So you sound really skinny. I'll go back to the chat here. You have fat on the belly and butt with skinny limbs. Basically, you just, okay, got it. So basically, you just need to work out. All right, like not just work out, but you need to do strength training, and for that I can recommend a routine here. It's actually called the recommended routine. If you just Google recommended routine bodyweight fitness, it's on Reddit. recommended routine, and it should come up. I actually have a video explanation. Hey, that's me, because I'm a moderator of Bodyweight Fitness, our Bodyweight Fitness. And let me put this. Hello and welcome to the Our Bodyweight Fitness recommended routine.
And welcome to the Our Bodyweight Fitness recommended routine.
And so anyway, I explain what to do. I have follow along videos and all that, and it's a fun routine. It takes about an hour and a half, and basically it'll help you get stronger. The whole point of it is you get stronger, and if you get stronger, your physique will improve. So a lot of people want their aesthetics to look better. You know, you basically need to kind of fill out yourself. And you can do that with strength training. If you have access to a gym, you can do a lot more things. You could do weightlifting, but I recommend the Bodyweight Fitness recommended routine because I personally love bodyweight exercises. Weightlifting will get you to pack on more muscle faster, and you know, there's pros and cons to everything. So personally, I would recommend doing some sort of strength training in conjunction with yoga. And everyone knows I have a yoga challenge going on right now. It's on my YouTube channel. You can see that. And we'll move on to answer your question, you should bulk and you should do a strength training at the same time. Not a heavy bulk, just, you know. All right, so next question. Recently, Ripple was hyped, but it fell a lot after. Which appears better? Ethereum, which I've been investing in for quite a while, or moving some assets to Ripple? So let me show you a little bit on Ripple here. Let's go back here to the browser. Let's load Ripple. This is Coinigy. I use this all the time. Whenever I'm going to do any technical analysis, I will look at, let me make myself smaller. Boom. I don't need to see me, right? And let's make this full screen. All right, awesome. Now, whenever you have these are weekly candles, okay? I like to go, you can even start with monthly candles. How did the entire coin perform, right? And then you zoom in. You go from monthly to weekly. Okay, you see a little more detail. It started in 2015 and then did nothing but kind of go down, right? Until early 2017, it was hyped like crazy. And look how high this went. It went up 3,200% if you had bought at the bottom when everyone thought it was dead, right? Then what did it do after that? It did nothing but go down, like complete retracement here, like even more. If you do a Fibonacci retracement, let's just do that for fun. Find the area where there's the most volume spike. Let's do it from this spike. No, let's do it from here, yeah. Major volume spike all the way up. Let's include that wick even, right? And it basically did almost 100% retracement from that run up over the course of 6 months, okay? Like, it's probably gonna do that again. You know, the past is not an indicator of the future, but look, for 200 days it did nothing but go down after a massive run up. So, you know, someone bought up here. It's not cool, right? It's not cool to buy up here. Like, what are they gonna do? They really believe in Ripple? Then they should just hold on for ever. If they have the patience to, right? But why did they buy Ripple, right? You bought it because it was hyped. You bought it because you actually believe it's not a it's a coin that's gonna change the world. I mean, come on, guys. Ripple is the most centralized coin there is, like the most centralized. Transactions on Ripple can be reversed. Ripple can freeze or seize your coins. Like, this is like the antithesis of Bitcoin. It's like the complete opposite, you know? Anyway, I don't know what you should invest in. You should invest in whatever you like. If you like Ethereum, you like Ripple, it's on you. I'm not your advisor. I'm just showing you the chart and what I think might happen. Can it go higher? Sure, it can go higher. See if CNBC hypes it, you know, on Fast Money, you get Ripple, you get their founders or CEO or whoever going on there talking about Ripple. Yeah, millions of people are going to see that show, and it's going to go high again. That's why it went so high. It also went high because people thought it was just gonna, because people thought it was less than $1, and it could be worth a lot of money one day. And you know, like Bitcoin, without realizing the market cap and supply. That's actually something I should cover for a moment here. What do I mean by that? Because a lot of people don't seem to understand if they're new to cryptocurrency. So let's look here. Ripple. Let's compare Ripple and Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is a $240 billion market cap. And that's basically circulating supply times the price. Okay? That's how you get that, right? Now for Ripple, it's 38 billion coins. All right, and it's about a third, let's say a third of the market cap, and it's $2. All right, so for Ripple to ever be like, so for Ripple to be like 10 times what it is now, right? Let's say $10 or $11. The market cap, this needs to be like this is 76 billion, so it needs to be 7.6 trillion, which is like a lot more than what Bitcoin is. So it goes to show you, this is very important to know what the supply is and what the market cap is. Okay, so a lot of people have been buying up, like Cardano. Cardano was blowing up because it was only 83 cents. Yeah, well, $21 billion in Cardano. 21 billion for a third generation blockchain, which is very promising. It might destroy Ethereum one day, who knows, but there's nothing there yet. Like, it's that hyped, you know? Anyway, I talk a lot. Oh, 1 second, guys. My dog wants in. There we go. All right, my dog's in town. There we go. Hey, my ducks. Say hi to everyone. All right, so next question. Since crypto is so volatile, how would you think about the strategy of putting in 1% of net worth across the top 5 cryptocurrencies? Also, would you suggest buying crypto monthly to minimize? Yes, absolutely. So the latter is what you should be doing. You should be dollar cost averaging in. Look up dollar cost averaging. You basically, let's say you have $100 you can spare a month. Put in $100 in every month. You could spread it across all top 5 cryptocurrencies. I mean, the top 5 is going to change, you know, every month or every few months. But you can also just put it into Bitcoin. That's I would say the most risk-free thing, you know, you can do. Dollar cost averaging in is the way to go to reduce. But that makes all your entry points, your buy-in random. Okay, so trying to trade and do, you know, day trading or swing trading is really, really akin to gambling, which, you know, some people are successful at it, but they've had probably a lot of experience there. So that probably means they've lost a lot of money as well to get there. It's just like poker players, you know, they maybe didn't win the first few years, but then they got better, but they spent, you know, a lot of money getting there. It's like tuition, right? Okay, I'm gonna put the doggy back down. There we go. Oh, I have so many the live chat's going. All right, Tyler, you're welcome. You're saying thanks for making quality content. You're welcome. Yuna was asking, where are your January 11 through 13 yoga videos? Basically, weekends are off. There should be one for January 11 and 12. You know, but weekends are off, so the yoga videos are Monday through Friday, you know? You're welcome, Namit. Ahmed, I'm not sure what you mean by adaptation training. Thank you for the kind words, Yuna. Joseph's asking, how do you prioritize when you notice there are a lot of elements of life to be worked on? Oh man, that's up to you. I mean, that is totally a personal. We all come from different walks of life. Like, what is most important to you? You know? Think long term. Let's put it that way. What are your long-term goals? I mean, this is a tough question, honestly. Long-term, what are your goals? What are you passionate about? What is it that you want to do? What, you know, like that will help you prioritize the more shorter term goals, right? I hope that helps. Like, Bake's asking, what are your thoughts on longer term water fasting but with bare minerals such as salt, etc.? You can do it, I suppose. I've done water fasts so I've done like a 7-day water fast like 15 years ago. I've done that twice, maybe a year apart. And you know, if I knew what I knew then, I wouldn't do it. Like I got duped into thinking, yeah, I'm cleansing the body, but the reality is the liver and kidneys are cleansing your body 24/7 already. Okay, you need to do something a little more sustainable. If you're doing a water fast for 1 day, 2 days, okay, you can do that sort of intermittent fasting. That's a valid thing, but longer than that, you will promote muscle catabolism, basically the breakdown of muscle tissue. You know, if your body needs protein all the time, 24/7. Okay, if the protein's not coming from food, it's gonna come from the other place where it's stored in your body, your muscles. And protein is not necessary only for lifting; it's necessary for all processes of life. So longer term water fasting, I'm not a big fan of that. Some people might do it for different reasons, but yeah, that's my take on it. All right, Namit's asking, do you meditate as well? Yes, I do meditate. I actually have a video on how I do it. Just type, let me see if I can show you here. Meditation made simple, Antranik. This is fun. I just type my own name and meditation.
Hey everybody.
That's me talking about how I make meditation simple. Okay? Maybe I'll post this in the live chat. Basically what I do is I meditate a little bit throughout the day. A little bit. I don't need to psych myself out and, you know, do a ton of meditation. I don't need to sit there in some special pose and close my eyes and, you know, just keep it simple. Like, we want to have fun, right? We want to have a good time, but we want to be clear-minded, right? So I mean, just a few minutes of meditation a day, anytime, a few times a day, anything helps, okay? Yeah. So I hope that helps. Ahmed, you're saying that they force you to do different kinds of training to adapt the muscles to lifting again. Yeah, I'm not sure what is Alpha Destiny. I don't know all these things, all the programs that they have. It could be, I can't make a comment on that, okay? I mean, muscle confusion, if that's what they're going after, it is not really a valid form, but it really depends what your goals are, man. It just depends what your goals are. Are the exercises you're doing getting you closer to your goals? And that's about it. Yes, Yuna. It ends at day 10 because day 10 is Friday, because it was only Monday through Friday. January 1st was Monday, and the first 5 videos of January were until January 5, and then 6 and 7 I was off. So January 8th is video 6. So I hope that helps. Evil1377 says, thanks for all the content. You're welcome. Day 10 is Wednesday. Man, maybe I have something wrong. I will check it out, Yuna. I will check it out. Maybe you're onto something. It says, okay, you found it. Okay, no problem. No problem. Alright, so I've been streaming for about half an hour. Does anyone have any other questions? Anything regards to fitness or crypto, anything, kind of just throw it out there. It's kind of fun. If not, I do have a couple things I can talk about, actually. Let's see. Let's close this. Ali, I don't consider buying monthly to be like gambling. I mean, trading, actively trying to trade the coins is more like gambling. Okay, that's what I meant. Buying monthly or weekly, dollar cost averaging in is the proper way. The easiest, most stress-free way to put your money into any sort of investment, especially a high risk thing. Okay, instead of it, if you put a lump sum in, it's not as efficient as dollar cost averaging in. Oleg is asking that he has the grid trigger point foam roller. I do, and it's not hitting the back muscles. I do have a foam roller guide. Which foam roller should you buy? Let me go back to the browser. Boom. Which foam roller should you buy? I'm going to paste this into the thing. It's on my blog. And basically I would recommend the other one. So if this trigger point grid one doesn't work well, I would recommend the rumble roller. And not just that rumble roller, but let's go into detail here. The black one, if you want the firmest one, that's my favorite one. Okay, so like the black one is the extra firm, but if you feel like you need more pressure, that is the one. Okay, maybe I'll just put a link to that extra firm one here in the chat. I don't know if it'll work. No, it's too long of a link, but let me try the short link. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to, let's just show this. This is pretty. Let's see. ABB is asking, how long have you been doing crypto? It's been almost a year now. Yeah, pretty much. That's nice. I just realized that. The live stream might be, this live stream might be a more common thing. I'm not sure yet, but I am enjoying it. I'm trying to become more comfortable with it. It's a little different. I'm not used to it. Pakalini says you bought a PVC pipe for €3. Yeah, PVC pipe can work. I don't particularly like it for as a foam roller, but yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. Good. I just didn't like how it felt on my back at all. It did crack my back though, let's put it that way. But yeah. 2F for you Steel says thanks for all the videos, huge fan. Thank you. You're welcome, and thank you. Oleg, you're saying a hard lacrosse ball works well. Good. Lacrosse ball. Oh, speaking of lacrosse ball, I do have a video on how to, you know, self-massage using a lacrosse ball. Where's my video on that? Why isn't it loading? Anyway, I can show you. It's gonna load. Yes. How to use a lacrosse for self-massage. And you know, whatever you're doing against the wall, I'll post the link here. Whatever you're doing against the wall, you can do on the floor as well. Okay? So you can roll your back on the floor with the lacrosse ball as well. You just gotta experiment, you know? You just gotta experiment and see what works. Pakalini, your routine that you posted on my subreddit is a little detailed. I'm gonna have to look at it. It looks beautiful though. I'm gonna have to look at it in detail a little later so I can give a better review. Okay? You know, I'm not sure why your head is getting a weird pressure. Make sure you're drinking enough water, I suppose, but really I don't know. If it continues, maybe ask a doctor. That is a strange thing, you know. I'm not a doctor. I wish I could help everyone, but I have to be responsible in my suggestions. I'm not sure what happens after the 30-day yoga challenge. What happens afterwards? We'll see. I have some videos. I have some video tutorials that I've recorded, and I just need to edit those. So more videos are coming. I do want to put out. A hamstring flexibility program because it's very common. I get this all the time. People always want to be able to touch their toes and have more flexible hamstrings. So I think a program specifically for that might be really cool. I'm going to be working on that. Yeah. Let's see. Next question. Do you think it's possible to progress in body weight exercises while cutting weight? Absolutely. Yeah. I do that all the time. I mean, you do feel like, let's say you can do 5 pull-ups and then you lost like a few pounds. All of a sudden, you know, you're probably gonna be able to do like 8 pull-ups just because you lost a few pounds. Like, this happens all the time. This is really common, and there are ways to make exercises difficult if you are lean. So there's always progressions. I do have a good article on how to make any bodyweight exercise harder. Antranik, that's my name. Alright, so this is the first thing here. How to make any bodyweight exercise more or less difficult. So you can, review this article here. It's just antranik.org/progressions. That will be a good thing for you to review in case you're wondering how to make things more difficult. Awesome. So we have 19 people watching now. Cool. Have I tried the keto diet? How long did you try it for? What was your experience? Well, yeah, actually, if you just, again, go to my website, antranik.org/keto-diet, I believe that's the URL. I have a massive 9,000 word article all about the keto diet. This is a huge beginner's guide, all about it. Basically, if you guys are not familiar with the keto diet, here's a good rendition. It's mostly fat, some protein, and very few carbs. Very, very, very little carbs. I don't know if you guys could see that photo, but it's like this, okay? That's the gist of it. So like no bread, no rice, a lot of things that no grains, noodles, pasta, all these things. A lot of things go away. But I did it for like a year and a half. Oh, and you could read, there's like so much to this diet, but it's a little extreme, socially it's difficult to do it, especially if you eat with other people. But it's a great experience to know what is high in carbs and what is low in carbs. All right, so there's good and bad to it. My experience overall was very good. It was an extremely good learning experience. Alright, U Steel says, after reading your article, I was sold to start intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, I do have this article, if you're not familiar, all about intermittent fasting. Basically, there are different ways to do intermittent fasting. A common way is to, let's say, skip a meal. So what I would do is I would, let's say the last thing I eat at night is at 7 or 8 p.m. and then I go to sleep eventually. I wake up in the morning, I don't eat breakfast. Maybe I'll have a drink of some sort, and then I'll have a light lunch, and then I'll have a big dinner. Okay? So basically I would be skipping breakfast, and I'm fasting. Oh, by the way, funny thing about breakfast. Breakfast, the word breakfast, break, fast. You're breaking the fast. Breakfast didn't necessarily imply that you had to eat in the morning. Breakfast was the first meal of the day. You're breaking your fast. And whether that fast is for 16 hours or whatever, that was the idea of it. Only cereal companies made you, cereal companies really shoved it down people's throats that, hey, this is a balanced breakfast. You gotta eat cereal, milk, toast, whatever, orange juice, whatever, eggs, breakfast foods, morning foods. You gotta eat this. I mean, it's not true. You gotta eat when you're hungry. These are things that are socially programmed in us from a young age. We can break. Yeah. Am I still following intermittent fasting? Yes. Not maybe 7 days a week, but most days, yes. Absolutely. Yuna's asking, I wanted to do a bridge standing up. Emmett Lewis has a really good drop back bend to bridge. Here, I'll post this. This is a very good article, Yuna. It's basically the progressions on what to do at every step on how to do the drop back, and it's a great article. So I hope that helps. you get scared that you're gonna fall and paralyze. Yeah, well, you got to do progressions. You got to do the progressions that he shows, like such as this one. Why isn't this showing? Like this one, for example. You guys see this, right? Yeah. Let's see it one more time. I don't know why it's not playing. Yeah, basically, that's it. Just do that a bunch of times, lowering the platform over time. So, yes, baked. If you cut a lot of sugar out of your diet, you're golden. In a sense, yeah, I mean, that's what the ketogenic diet is. You don't have to go that extreme. Just know that our modern diets are very high in carbs and sugar in general. So, you know, figuring this out here. What do I do? I can move this around. I don't have a body. All right. Yes, John, I've tried longer than 24 hours fasting. I've done 7-day fasts for water fast a couple times. I don't recommend it though. There's the fasting, if you're gonna fast, whether it's like 16 hours on and 8 hours of a time window period or whatever, or if it's 1 day a week, whatever it is, it just has to be something that works with you. Okay, there's no perfect diet, perfect thing. There's like so many factors, social factors, cultural, the way you're raised. There's so much to it. Like, you just have to make it work with what works with you. Any extreme is not good. So, you know, everything in moderation always applies here. I hope that helps. Fraser's asking if I have a blog talking about what coins and tokens you are in and why. No, I don't, because I've been hesitant on doing that. Because, you know, people are just going to buy whatever I say. They shouldn't, I'm not going to suggest things. You know? Buy Bitcoin. Little bits of it. Throughout the year, just buy little bits of it. Dollar cost average in. Like, if I say, it's irresponsible for people to say, buy this, buy that. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your risk tolerance is. You know? I don't know, are you 65 and you're retiring next year? Or are you 18 or 10 and you have nothing to lose and you could put it in the most highest risk altcoin there is that might go to failure, but the upside is greater. I mean, this is such a personal thing. It's so difficult. This is a crazy space, by the way. Cryptocurrencies is insane. There's so much shilling going on. There's so many people are gonna get duped and lose money. 99% of these ICOs are just gonna be failures for 5 years from now. I mean, this is pretty nuts, guys. Don't believe anyone and anything. Don't trust anyone. Don't trust me even. Okay? Do your own research. But the problem is, if you're new to crypto, you think you have the capability of doing the proper research, but you don't. You'll read a white paper. You'll be like, okay, I don't really understand these words. Are you going to buy it or you're not going to buy it? Maybe it's a good thing, but you just don't understand it. Or are you going to buy it because your coworker said, hey, this is a good thing. It's going up. Okay, you buy it, it's going up, everything's going up. And then are you going to be the last? Well, it's not going to keep going up if you're the last one to get it, right? I mean, it's going to be like Ripple. You buy the top of Ripple, it just goes down afterwards. You're like, okay, what am I doing? What did I actually buy? You know? This is nuts. Don't chase green candles, you know? Don't FOMO into things. FOMO meaning fear of missing out. Like, you see something's going up, I gotta buy it, I gotta go with the herd. I mean, that's what gets you burned, and FOMO is a sickness fueled by dopamine. It's just like gambling. You'll have a euphoria when the price is going up, and then when things are going down, it's like straight up depression, you know? Like, this is insanity. So many people are going to lose money, and they don't realize it because they're putting money in that they don't even have. They're getting into debt, putting in money that they don't have into into all these different cryptocurrencies without realizing that the price can go down, way down. I mean, we're talking like 90% down. It could go down 50% tomorrow. Tomorrow, everything, the whole thing can just tank. Are you ready for that? If it makes you uncomfortable that your portfolio would go down 90% in like a day or a week, let's say, that means you're over invested. You have too much money in the system, and you should think about maybe reducing your position, okay? Because that will happen. Human nature is such that profits will be taken. Everything that goes up does come down eventually. There's so much to this, and there's a survivorship bias. You don't hear about the people who didn't make the money. Those people just go quietly away because they lost everything. Okay. I'm going on a rant about this, but you know, like the dot-com bubble. I don't know if you were alive for it, but basically it was just like the crypto bubble in the sense that eventually it came a point where like everyone is like, hey, I bought this thing, this stock, $10. It was $10. Now it's $100. What is it? We don't know. It's just a company. All they have is a website, and they have this idea. Okay. Eventually, these things all collapsed, and the sad thing was, everyone was like, "Yeah, I'm making so much money off E-Trade and Ameritrade, all these things," and in the end, it was very hard to find anyone who actually made money because they didn't know how to take profits. So, and the reason people don't take profits is due to loss aversion. It's called loss aversion. Let me see if there's a Wikipedia on that. Yeah, there is. Let me switch back to browser mode. Loss aversion. Wikipedia. Basically, loss aversion refers to people's tendency to prefer avoiding losses to acquiring equivalent gains. It's like another way to put it is like you're more likely to act out of fear. So, but when you're feeling euphoria, the price of something's going up, you don't want to sell, you don't want to do anything. You're not going to do anything. You're like, "Oh, I'm comfy here." But once it starts going down, you're probably going to take action and panic sell, which causes other people to do the same, because we're all humans and we're all in the same boat. That's what makes the market go up and down. Yeah, where was I going with this? Anyway, just be aware, highly aware of everything. Let me go back to the chat. Let's see what the chat's saying, because I lost my train of thought. Here we go. What's my height? Rice Gun is asking. I'm like 5'11" or 6. I have to check. I'm like 5'11" and a half if I want to be exact. So yeah. Do I believe in 8 cups of water a day? It depends. I mean, if you're exercising more than that, maybe a little more is better. It depends how hot it is, how dry the weather is. Just drink regularly. Don't overdo it. I do like to drink water, especially if I'm feeling hungry, but I don't exactly know what to eat. It's usually a sign that I'm more thirsty than hungry. Okay, so definitely drink some water, a cup or two before you go to munch on something. Maybe you're just thirsty, because you know, if you're hungry or you think you're hungry but you're actually thirsty, you can just like eat like a pound of almonds and you'll be like, wow, I'm so hungry. you're just eating, you know, you just had to drink some water. That was it. Yeah. What is my accent? I'm Armenian. I was born and raised in LA. Hard to believe, I know. But I grew up speaking Armenian, and I went to an Armenian school, so I was surrounded by people who spoke like me. Yeah. Fraser, that's a good comment. Thank you. There's a lot of questions here. What books would you recommend that is at the same level as Overcoming Gravity 2? That's a tough question. Let me look it up. Ryan Ford. Let me go back. Let me find the book. It's called Parkour. Let me go here. Parkour Strength Training. You guys see this, right? Yeah, Parkour Strength Training by Ryan Ford. I could put the link in the. I could put the link in here. That's a pretty good book, you know. That's a very good book in general. It's similar to bodyweight exercises and all that, but Overcoming Gravity is like the Bible. All right, Overcoming Gravity is. I mean, it's tough to top that. Parkour Strength Training book. Let me also link the Overcoming Gravity 2. This is by Stephen Lowe. It's an amazing book. Sorry about that, but it's like right here. Overcoming Gravity 2. It is hundreds of pages long. Okay, and it is amazing. It's like a work of art. It has like anything and everything about calisthenics, bodyweight exercises, gymnastics, strength training. It's great. And he came out with a new book called Overcoming Poor Posture with Jarlo from GMB Fitness. So I haven't looked at it, but it's probably great. But you know, Overcoming Gravity, that is something. That's a work of art. All right. I'm sorry if I answered a little too long. Yes, Oleg, if you want to start your own channel, do your own content, you should. I mean, you know, the internet, you gotta try stuff until you like it. Maybe you will start doing it and find it's too stressful and not like it. Maybe you'll do it and everyone will love you. Try it. Try things. Experiment. I don't have any tips on your back handspring because I personally have not trained for it, so I'm not going to give any advice for that. What book do you suggest to learn more about Bitcoin? Anything by Andreas Antonopoulos. You guys seeing this? Yeah. So he has Mastering Bitcoin, but this is more programming related. He has a couple. He has like the Internet of Money is a great one, in general. Okay. I also recommend. He also has a YouTube. I'm gonna share that link here in the chat. Watch all of this guy's videos. Not all, but you know, watch a lot of them. Andreas. Watch a lot of his stuff. He's the best. He's the most articulate speaker, I think. He has an introduction to Bitcoin video. He has a Bitcoin for beginners video. I also have a video, Bitcoin 101. Let me put my name if it'll come up. What is Bitcoin? How does it work? How will it change society? This is this took me a while to make, and I love this video. Hey, it's me overlaid with me. That's so funny. Let me fix this here. If I do it like, yeah, that's fine. I'm overlaid. But you see here it says when to buy, when to sell. Everyone's in line to just buy the thing, and no one wants to understand what Bitcoin is. This is very important. You understand what you're buying. It's very important. Because when the price goes down, you're probably going to sell if you don't know what it is you're owning, right? But if you believe in it and you understand it, if you believe it and understand it, you're going to be much better off than all these other people. Okay? Ooh. Here we go. Let's go back. New tab. Thoughts on Becoming a Supple Leopard. Becoming a Supple Leopard, if you guys don't know about it, it's a book by Kelly. And it's a great book for loosening up. If you've watched all his videos, you won't learn too much from it, but it's a good book in general as a reference for loosening up your body using bands in different ways. How old am I? I'm 34 years old. Do I still continue training? I train all the time. I do yoga, I do strength training, I do slacklining, I do surfing, I do acro yoga. I do everything, man. Like I do anything and everything, and it's really fun. I bicycle. I'm always learning new things. I like to ski. Now that winter's here, I'm gonna go skiing. Thank you for your numerous fitness resources. You're welcome. I'm glad I helped you get into it. That's a cool name, Mayuk. What do I think of handstands revolution for cardio? Interesting question. It's great, man. I know a few people who do that. They're really good at it. And it seems like it's hardcore. If you enjoy it, do it. Just do the things that are enjoyable. When it comes to cardio, like me personally, I like to ride my bike. I like to sprint. And I love to swim. So those things I do for cardio. Okay? I don't like particularly running long distances. So I'm not going to run long distances for cardio. In regards to when you do it, before or after, if you do yoga, honestly, just do it whenever. I like to do, if you can make it such that you're doing cardio and then you do yoga afterwards while you're still warm, that's great. Okay, that's time efficient and all that. As you're totally warmed up, your muscles are limber and all that. Do you have a Goodreads account? No, I don't. Sorry. When did I start making YouTube videos? I think it's been a few years, maybe 2012 or 13. 2013, I believe. Do you feel that right now is the moment your channel is really picking up steam? Honestly, it's not really. No, I don't believe it's picking up steam right now. It seems like the same. It's like a linear growth, I would say. I don't think I've hit any crazy tipping point, although I did think it was amazing that I hit 70,000 subscribers. Plans for the future with the channel, just keep watching and grow with me. We'll grow together. I'm probably gonna do more vlogs, video vlogs, yeah. Just me talking to the camera in my car, probably just talking about random things, trying to dispel wisdom in some sort of way that is going on in my life and to share it on to you. That had a lot of response. I get a lot of engagement from those videos, and so I'll probably just keep doing those as well. They are easy for me to make. And if you guys want to see a vlog or a couple vlogs, if you go to my channel and then just scroll down, there's a vlog playlist. It's only two videos, but these two videos, they got a lot of attention. I'm just gonna post this into the live chat right now. John says, I had some khingali for dinner with my family. What's the most recent Armenian meal you had? That's funny, man. I had khash today. Khash. Like, khash? Yeah. That's pretty Armenian. Do I have any goals or direction for your channel or website? No, I have goals. Of course I have goals. But the way that it's set up is that I have to go with the flow. You have to, because it's all creativity based, a lot of it, I have to go with what is it that I'm inspired to do at that moment or in that month, But it helps a lot to plan ahead. Absolutely. Is it bad to stop exercising when you start sweating? No. I hate the feeling of sweating and showering, but I shower regularly. But I can't stand sweating. I mean, what can I say? Use the towel, wipe the sweat off your face, and keep going. You know, it's just, yeah. Maybe you'll get over it. Who knows? Am I jacked? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not average. Let's just put it that way. Yes. When I'm doing yoga, I always feel like I'm rushing through it, trying to do the pose as close to the teacher as possible. Would you recommend for slowing down and focusing on stretching? Absolutely. So do not rush into poses. It's so imperative that you do them on your own time, and it's really not about the it's not really about like trying to get like to the trying to like get to the pose. You can't there's it's all about how you get there, the entry into it. Like if you're going to kick up into a handstand, let's say, kicking up into the handstand, before you do that, you know, this is kind of an extreme example, handstand. Not everyone kicks up into handstand, but it's a good example because how you place your hands in the ground, how you inhale, exhale, where you are focusing your attention on, you're getting your mindset ready. All of this is important. Getting into the handstand, the goal is not really to be in the handstand for yoga. For yoga, it's not really about just like trying to make everything look perfect, textbook style, you know? Everyone's gonna look different. The goal is to just how you carry yourself into it and out of it with grace, so that you can do that with everything in life. So if it's a challenging move, working through it and all that. So we're running over an hour now. I'm gonna be stopping the stream soon. Thank you everyone for watching so far. Let me see if I'm gonna take any more questions. Learn to be comfortable with discomfort. Nice, I like that one. Banksy has a cool quote. It said, "Art is there to comfort the uncomfortable?" No, something like that. Let me just Google this. Yes, here we go. This is a good one. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. I thought that was a great little quote. I'm just throwing that out there because Fraser said, "Learn to be comfortable with discomfort." Yeah. What's a YouTube channel I follow that's not fitness or Bitcoin related? That's an interesting question because now that I think about it, they're all just that, I think. I don't really follow any other YouTube guys. I mean, unless you're looking for memes. Let me see, Tyrone. I don't know if you guys watch Tyrone. Let me see if he's... Where's Tyrone? Big man Tyrone. If you guys like memes. This dude. Big man Tyrone. You know? He's funny, dude. He's unique. He has an awesome laugh. And that's all I gotta say about Tyrone. I can't believe I mentioned him. But yeah, it's a good question. I'll leave him up because he's awesome. Alright. Oh, Yuna, you're welcome. Good night to you as well. Is it possible to pursue weightlifting as a sport at 21 years old as a total beginner? Absolutely. Absolutely, of course. You just need to surround yourself with coaches, people who know what they're doing. Surround yourself with people better than you, much better than you, always. And as you keep getting better, find, and let's say you surpass those people around you, maybe find people even better all the time, okay? They will help you get up to speed much faster. This is like anything else in life. Surround yourself with people that are going to help lift you up, okay? So yeah, this is cool. Let me look at these analytics here. Any advice on hypermobility, as in body and back and body cracking a bunch? I'm not sure why you are cracking so much. You might have to just purposely stop doing it if you're doing it excessively. No one else is going to help you. Stop doing that. It could be addicting, I know. But in general, if someone is hypermobile, their joints are lax, the best thing you can do is strength train through full range of motion and try not to just go to the extremes. Don't stretch excessively if you don't need to. Strengthen more than other people. That's the only thing I can say, really. And try to do it in a well-rounded manner. And if you still don't feel well, you feel weak, something is weird, definitely see a physical therapist. Maybe even a doctor. Maybe the doctor and then the physical therapist. Sometimes they help, you know. The recommended routine or yoga is more helpful for that. The recommended routine is a very good strength training routine that would be helpful for that. Yoga is more so, I think of yoga as like maintenance to keep my body in shape for all the other things that I do. Not just in shape, I mean to keep it limber, loose, feeling good in my own body. I think as humans, we were meant to move, and we don't move too much, and then maybe when we do, it's like a very regimented way, you know, and variety is good. So yoga helps tackle all those things. Most recent fiction book I read. I don't read fiction in general. I love reading non-fiction. So you just finished Artemis and you recommend it? Great. I probably won't read it, but you know, I love non-fiction in general. I love to just, I don't know, I always prefer to be more to educate myself rather than entertain myself. Although entertainment is there and has to be there. But when it comes to reading, I love reading non-fiction. Running every day for 5 kilometers, is it healthy? Is that what you're asking me, Paulo? I mean, doing anything every single day is not necessarily healthy in my book. I like to have rest days. I like to give the body a break. You know, if your body is adapted to that and you do it easily, great. You know, but really, are you doing it because you have to, because you love it? If you love it, do it. You know, just do all the things you. Also stretch. You know, a lot of people don't stretch, but your calves, your quads, your hip flexors. Running will tighten a lot of things up, even your shoulders and lower back, all around. So again, I like to mix yoga with anything else. Alright, Oleg is saying good night, and I'm gonna do the same as well. I've been streaming for a little over an hour. Thank you everyone for joining, and we will, I don't know when I'll do this again, but soon. Soon, probably. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting a little more comfortable doing it. And that's about it. let's end it right there. Bye bye.